A fight to clear her name and get back the rest of her life. Faye Jacobs spent almost 3 decades in prison for a crime she says she did not commit. We shared her story with you last year. Now time is running out for Governor Asa Hutchinson to consider her case and give her a clean slate.
Giving up is not an option for me.
For Faye Jacobs,
I did so many years there in prison and I didn't give up when I wanted to.
the cost of freedom is a price she's still paying.
I refuse to, and I will remain that way out here. I will refuse to give up no matter what.
But sometimes the best lesson just might be compassion.
I'm just trusting that something will happen and that I will be exonerated one day. Yeah, I will have my name back. I will have my life totally back.
We first met Faye in 2019. She welcomed us into her Kansas City home where she began building her new life. To get to this moment, let's back up and show you how she got here. February 9th, 1992. Faye, who was just 16 years old at the time, was taken in for questioning after a shooting near this Little Rock corner of 29th and Jefferson. Decades-old police reports detail accusations from a criminal informant linking her to the murder. Just a teenager, Faye was tried and found guilty of capital felony murder and sentenced to life without parole.
This is something that affects me every day of my life.
She would spend 26 years in prison, but she's always maintained her innocence. Fast forward to 2014. That's when Tricia Rojo Bushnell with the Midwest Innocence Project stepped in to help clear Faye's name.
Faye Jacobs was wrongfully convicted of a murder she didn't commit.
While they worked to prove Faye's innocence, something major happened. The U.S. Supreme Court ruled it unconstitutional to sentence juveniles to life in prison without parole.
There came a question where she had to decide, was she going to take an offer of time served and come home or continue to battle it out in proving her innocence in a different court.
Faye chose to go home.
And what that meant, though, is since she's not in custody of the state, we can't pursue what's called a habeas petition for her. That would be to prove her innocence. You have to still be within custody or control of the state. And so since her sentence is over, that actually means we can't go to the courts to prove her innocence. So the only thing that is left is for the governor to grant clemency.
During the pandemic, Faye and Tricia tirelessly worked on filing a clemency petition. But in April of this year, Faye did not get the response she was hoping for.
The board declined to make a recommendation in Faye's case, saying she needed to be out more time.
While the parole board made their recommendation, the final decision is ultimately left up to Governor Asa Hutchinson. That's what brought us here, to the state capitol. Our request for an interview was denied by the governor, but his office did send us a statement saying the governor carefully reviews up to 90 clemency files every month. Due to this substantial volume of applications, he does not generally comment on individual cases.
My life depends on this. I'm just totally limited. Yes, I'm out here, walking free, but I'm totally not free. And that's the heartbreaking thing of this whole situation.
Despite being incarcerated for almost 3 decades, Faye has found a bright side in all of this. She now focuses on making up for lost time with family and helping others who are still fighting for their freedom. As for her future, she's now more motivated than ever as she waits for an exoneration.
I'm innocent, why wouldn't you, And so I'm just trusting that he will pardon me. No doubt about it.
Again, Governor Hutchinson still has the ability to pardon Faye. Now that her application has been forwarded from the parole board to his office, he has until February 3rd to make his final decision. We will be sure to continue following this case and report any developments.